Hey guys, so I am here and I'm excited about tonight. Hey Bernard, I've got two other people on the line. Glad you guys are here tonight. Welcome to 21 days, 21 letters connecting to your God self. Hi Anaya, hi Michael. So tonight's session is checkers or chess. This is the beautiful trigger meditation, and it's by Janae Aiko. And I just decided to put it on so that we can bring down our levels today. No matter what happened today, no matter what transpired in your life, we are here. We are healing. Hi, Sheila. And I know I said I'd be ready at 7:30, but hey, got a little ready earlier. This is my attempt at doing my own hair. You are protected. So tonight's deck, hey Jerry. Tonight's deck is the Rebel deck. It's a little racy, right? And we also have the Ascended Masters. I just wanted to switch up a little bit. Here's what I'm going to do, switching up the platform, right? I'm going to ask that if you guys want readings tonight, we're going to do that first. So you can just type down below if you want a reading. You can go ahead, hey Priscilla, you can go ahead and send in your donations if you would be so kind. And come on. I want you to relax from the day you had. All of the things that happened, all of your disappointments. You know what I'm talking about. Protect your energy. Hey, Nikki. How are you? And Monday today has been so power-packed for me. My higher self met me at the door this morning. Old girl had me up at 4 o'clock working and prepared. I got my new license. Things are opening up. I'm so glad all is well. So how are your letters going, guys? I just want to ask. Again, tonight I'm reading from the Ascended Masters deck. And I'm reading from the Rebel deck. Rebel deck is no joke. It is not for the soft-hearted. It will tell you some real shit that you need to be honest with yourself about. And it tells the truth. It's power-packed. I love this deck. So if you guys want a reading, you can go ahead and let me know while Janae Aiko does the trigger protection manual. And what I love about this, and I really wish I had remembered, this is my son's extra phone that I am doing this live from. I wish I had remembered that he had it when I did triggers and how to disarm them. But it would have been erased, right? Hey, Raina. Okay. So we have Nikki. And I'm flipping the cards. Hey, Jerry. And really excited to be with you guys tonight. And as I go into 21 days, 21 letters, connecting with your God self. Okay, I just got the message. Hey, y'all. I just got the message that I am going to do a reading, speak a little. Hey, Annabelle. Do more readings, speak some more. My Cash App and PayPal are at the top of this live. Please, by all means, feel free to use them. By the way, I'm wearing one of the earrings that I made. And they are on sale for $25 each. You ready? Nikki? Your first card says, eat your fucking vegetables. The other side says, eat some shit made by Mother Nature. So when that card comes up for us, it just says it wants you to take care of yourself. That card often comes up for people who just need a deep cleanse. So you need to have a release of some of the things that have been holding you back. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Derica. So some of the things that have been holding you back and are trapped inside. So Spirit is saying to have Mother Nature's foods. Do a natural cleanse. When you do that, I did one this weekend. It clears the energy out and from you. Okay, and you get a sense of clarity like you would not believe. Sometimes readings are not about what's going on, but what's happening. So definitely give yourself like maybe 2-3 days where you're eating vegetables. And I want you guys to research this, because guess what? There are some vegetables that are hybrid that men made, right? For optimal cleaning. And I know this because I came down, I want to say 28 pounds by doing this. To look at foods that are not hybrid vegetables. What are some of your hybrids? Carrots, broccoli, right? Man-made. So like spinach and kale, and it may not even sound that great, but I've been looking at like a lot of vegans who truly like have learned the science to this, and it's very interesting. So you need some clarity about some stuff. You need some stuff cleared out. Trust me when I tell you, eat your veggies. And Anthony wants one. And then I'm going to go into my talk because we got a nice amount of people here. Anthony, you ready? Your card is fuck fear. Fuck fear. Because it will lie to your face. Basically, Spirit is telling you, and this rings in with one of my favorite scriptures. God has not given you the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound mind. You got to check where the fear comes in. It's an acronym. Face everything and rise, or forget everything and run. So you have some choices before you right now, some things that are popping up in your life, and you're a little scared about whether taking the risk is going to work or in the long run. Here's what the thing is. Thank you so much, Derica. I do. I love these cards. So what you do when you have a situation where you're trying to outweigh the pros and the cons, Anthony, stop focusing on what could go wrong. What you focus on is what exactly you want, and you push that energy forward. Guess what? Some days there may be failure, but failure is your friend because it tells you just one way that it won't work. Don't focus on what you're going to lose. Focus on what you could possibly gain. Keep your eyes on the prize. Fear is a liar. Walk in your knowingness, right? Walk in the presence that things are going to happen for you, and leave no room for doubt. Now, tonight's class is called Checkers or Chess. And you have to really ask yourself, what game are you playing? Checkers or chess? Here's the interesting part. To play chess, you have to be a level of brilliance because it's calculating. But I'm going to say something that may not be popular. Sometimes you got to remember how to play chess. Sometimes it doesn't have to be that hard. So, you're welcome, Anthony. Yesterday, I read my God letter, and I'm going to share it with you. And I'm just going to ask you guys that the people that are online, before you close out the live, just hear the letter so you can see how I move things. Hey, Nicole. So just stay with me a few minutes. Hey, Tony. Dear GODself Renee, today and every day belongs to you. I now know that I am the most important person in the world to you. You will now be the most important to me. I begin this letter in a state of gratitude since I have connected with you. Nothing I have truly wanted has been kept from me. You have taught me so much about listening to my own music, about trusting my intuition, my communication with you. Today, I come bearing gifts. They are from the three wise women within me, Renee, Michelle, and Mother Metaphor. The first gift is forgiveness. This is the toll I pay to cross the bridge into my own happiness. There is no way around it. The water beneath the bridge is turbulent and filled with hidden dangers. Trying to swim it is not feasible because I could get injured. I cannot fly over. Past traumas have clipped my wings. The second gift I come with is permission. I realize that you will not take liberties I do not give. This is a decision that I needed to make. I give you permission to walk away from relationships that do not serve you. This includes friends, family, or relationships that are romantic. You have permission to work on your visions and your dreams. You have permission to use your voice. My final gift is love. I will fill you with all the love I have haphazardly given to those who decided to deny you. I will pour into you. I will date you. I will love you. I will listen without judgment or reservation. I will remind you from this day until your transition that you are loved always. Renee, Michelle. So I hope, and thank you for those of you who hung out, because we started with 9 and we down to 6. So I lost like 3, but it's cool. I wanted to read to you how I frame my letters so you can figure out how to frame yours. Hey, Kay, and how to love on yourself and how to appreciate yourself. Because when you don't, it leaves you open to people who prey on you. You have to raise your level And the reason why so many of us find it difficult, we've had our truth beat out of us, right? Our spirits like dampened. We got used to being misguided and mistreated. And when someone comes along and shows us love, care, concern, we don't always know. Hey, Sabrina, we don't always know how to receive it. And we deflect. We deflect. In order to become your best possible self, and I know this phrase is overused, but I love it. Living your best life. Here's something that is not popular, but it's true. Hey, Elijah. Y'all, that's my son. Say hi to Elijah. Here's something that's not popular. You could live your best life with no money. Now, don't get me wrong. Money is great. Money is great. We could use it. We need it. But when you put your happiness there, that means when it's not there, you're not happy. What you do is you have to invest in yourself. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically. And people, as you elevate, you're going to lose a few and you're going to gain a few. If you are living up, I see you, Sabrina, I'm going to pull you next. If you are moving up your vibrations, guess what? You can't be around people anymore who don't move up their vibrations. You just can't vibe with them anymore. You find yourself arguing. You find yourself not seeing eye to eye. All of a sudden, it becomes like a task to be with them, or you feel so drained by the time you leave them. Because your spirit is saying, we don't belong here. You ever heard that saying that if you go into a room and you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong place? Now, I want to give an example because I know some of you guys is like, how does that work? Derica, I'm going to use you right now as an example. Derica is my personal shero. I talk to her about it, talk about her to everybody that'll listen. Now, whenever Derica opens her mouth, even if it is just to say her own name, she's teaching. She's teaching, she's preparing, she's guiding, and quite honestly, in most rooms she occupies, she tends to be amongst the smartest. Now, here's why I said what I said. Because the people who come to her, hey Vanessa, the people who come to her for knowledge are just as smart. Because you got to be smart enough to know when you need to be taught something. You got to be smart enough to know where to get the right information from. You ever heard that saying? When the student is ready, the teacher will come. I left New York in July, preparing to change my entire life. Right before I left, my ancestors connected me with Derica Harwell. Let me tell you something. One of the hardest things in the world to be honest about is your finances. Baby. One of the hardest things in the world is to admit that you ain't been handling things as well as you think you have. Or that you've been hiding from yourself. You ever had one of those situations you lie so bad you start believing a lie? Well, honey, one day me and Derica on the phone talking. And Spirit was like, tell the truth and shame the devil. Because it sounded like my grandma. You know, because now my spirituality, I believe different things. But I heard it country in my ear. Said, girl, tell the truth and shame the devil. So I told this financial expert, girl, I done ran into some things. My credit score is 444. And here's the thing I loved about her. She didn't gasp. She didn't say anything. But I said, at first, I was embarrassed. And then I said to myself, bitch, that's angel numbers. That means your spirits and your gods are around you. See, and that's what we have to learn to do with our God self. We have to be willing to tell our truth to yourself first. Because when you can tell yourself your truth first, there's nothing that can be kept from you. Hey, Jerry. Jerry, please tell Curtis I am in mourning and I could not stop crying because Proctor is gone. Please, I'm destroyed. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Now, here's what I learned. I was in a marriage, and these are some of the things that I received from myself, from my physical self, and acknowledged to my God self. I acknowledged that I had a husband that was detrimental to my financial health. Let me tell you something. The wrong man, hey Jim, the wrong man or the wrong woman is expensive. I ain't had the greatest credit, but a sister was at least rocking 680 something, you know. Hey Crystal, haven't seen you in a while. And then I married a person who was a loaf, who really took from me, took my energy, took my spirit, and just kept, and they was expensive. Let me tell you, when you try to love someone, and let's pretend your love is a cup, right? And it's a cup you're holding. And you're trying to love someone, if you don't see the crack along the bottom, it doesn't matter how much you pour out. It'll keep oozing out. It'll keep falling. It'll keep draining. Hey, Kiki. And this is what happened. I heard T.D. Jakes say it once. Let me tell you something. Some of the preachers, the analogies I can appreciate. He once said that you got 10-gallon love and you trying to pour into a pint-sized container. Not everyone is equipped to receive what you're giving. And another thing is we're ready to give to other people what we won't allow and give to ourselves. Checkers or chess? Checkers or chess? What are you playing? Okay? And when you begin to realize that, having a mate I had a mate who would take my debit card and go and pull money out, right? Now that I ain't in love and I got all my senses, I would have normally just changed the PIN number. But I just stayed in that brokenness because I was out of line. I was out of alignment with my God self. So since I was out of alignment with my God self, I could not receive the messages that my higher self was giving me. I could not receive the message. And understand something. As you ascend, you're going to start meeting and seeing people who will see your light and see all the things that you have to offer, right? And once they see all the things that you have to offer, they become drawn to you like moths to a flame. Let me tell you something. You better put your spiritual off on. You better spray for them bugs, because they want you to heal what they are not strong enough to heal themselves. Recognize that. Know that. Sabrina, you got the dollar signs. And the card says, make it rain. This card comes up because Spirit is trying to tell you, you are somewhere leaving money on the table. Okay? You got to go back, reassess your program. How can you nurture yourself and your life and your business or your job so that you can maximize benefits? So you got to really take account of that, because you're somewhere leaving money on the table. Hey, Nicole, one of my most favorite people in the world. Be cognizant, okay? Do a reassessment of everything. Write down the ways in which you make money and how you can maximize those ways. Okay, next up, Miss Harwell. Sorry about that. Somebody was calling me. And now you guys see just how jaded I am, right? You see what was playing, right? The Kill Bill theme, right? Derica, some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. That goes to, you know that there's some changes and the tide is changing. The things you needed to get rid of. Hey, Caprice, happy belated birthday, or is it today? Happy birthday, either way. The things that you viewed before, the people coming and the people going, are very important for you. Spirit is telling you to release how you feel surrounding those incidents, because all of that stuff is to grow you. Trust me and believe me that when you go to a bush and you have to trim the tree, trust me, the tree feels it and it's not comfortable, but as a result, they grow. Don't stifle your growth. Know that your growth is for your own good, and it'll be everything that you need in preparation. Ooh, Derica, get some fucking sleep, girl. It says, you are being an ass because you are fucking tired. Face to pillow now. Now, I know you ain't being an ass. I know that. But Spirit, in essence, is telling you that there's got to be enough time where you give yourself the gifts that others don't give you. Because guess what? You are such a jewel and you know so much that people will keep coming to deplete your energy. They will constantly come to take from you that which they can get. Some mean well, others not so much. But Spirit is saying you got to put you first a little bit more. And your final card is the fuck fear card. Just like I told Anthony, it will lie to your face. It will lie to your face. I don't need to tell you. In your business, none of it. I can't smell fear nowhere around you. But after being burned by those people the way you were, there are little fears sprouting up. Pull them shits up from the root. Because you got this. They're lost. Trust me and believe me. None of this was supposed to change you. This was about changing them. Okay, Sabrina was next. No, it wasn't Sabrina. It was Crystal. I think I did Sabrina because Sabrina got the money. So Crystal, you ready, girl? These cards are kind of harsh. Stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world. So do it. So, here's what's interesting. Hey, Suzanne, thank you. Thank you, Wingfield. So I saw you, Caprice, by the way. Here's the thing. I just shared with a friend the other night how important it is to watch the things that we birth into the air. Because just as the creator breathes air into us, goes into our lungs and just moves, so do we breathe air and life into our situations. What I tell you yesterday, you are universe, you are spirit, you are universe. Hey, Evie, you are all that you serve, you are all that you praise, you have a God self. So here's the thing. Remember what I said? The God self isn't judgmental. The God self doesn't judge what you think or say. Hey, Samantha. The God self just is. So when you put out negative energy into the air, guess what the God self says? Okay, this is my assignment. Okay, get it done. So the God self, hey Dexter, moves into the direction to make manifest that what you have said. Turn around the dynamic. I got to the DMV this morning. I had all my paperwork. The only thing I didn't have was my birth certificate. I had a copy of it, but it was a color copy and it was clear. And they were telling me, oh, you got to come back. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.com, because I need to get this today because the job I need is counted on me having the state license. Oh, well, could you just tell them you're in the process because we can't accept that? I said, well, I can't accept your answer. I can't. I'm a domestic violence survivor. I had to leave expeditiously. Is this what you tell all people who have domestic violence stuff? If I'm showing you a copy that's clear as day, there must be something you can do. So after that supervisor could do nothing, I said, let me speak to your manager. She took my copy and took it back there and had a conversation. I started talking to my God self. I said, Renee, ancestors, y'all stand with me now. Because you didn't bring me this far to leave me. Turn it around right now. She comes out the back. Okay, ma'am, we're gonna take this for now, and we're gonna issue you your license, but you have 30 days to bring back your birth certificate, or your license will be canceled. No problem. .com. Just give me what I need. So, in essence, what I'm saying to you, Crystal, is that you gotta speak. Not just speak it haphazardly and say it, but speak it and know it with determination that what you have asked for. Hi, Juanita. Come on, Crystal. Come on, Crystal. Your ancestors hear you. But guess what? They are not going to go through all of that with you. You're going to have to change your view and change your dynamic because your life, part of raising the God self, and you're going to have to go back, look through my lives, right? Go back and look through the lives and follow the steps for connecting with your God self. You got to do the work, honey. You've got to do the work. You've got to let go of the woe is me because that only brings in more woe is me energy. And you have to decide when enough is enough. Nobody can do anything to you that you don't give them permission to do to you. And guess what? We all do. We all do. You got to get to a place in your life. Even I had to get to a place even right now where I said to people, that's not okay. I'm not okay with your decision to treat me this way or to do this or to do that. So you got to make a decision that you want more. Connect with your ancestors. Find out some of their names. Light a candle. Even if it is a fragrance candle that you put in your room acting like it's just air freshener. Trust the process and do the work. Don't give anybody dominion over you. Caprice, you ready, birthday girl? Let me see. Caprice, you Do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. And I'm going to tell you what it means. You are ascending to a different level, sis. You are doing things that people never imagined you could do. And because you are the kind of person that you are, and you see the things that you see, you kind of want to take folk with you. You know, like, come on, y'all, we family, let's ride, right? Hey, Bruce, let's ride, let's do this together. And Spirit is saying, guess what? What Nipsey said, your circle gets smaller. Everybody can't go. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Recognize what's happening in your life, that there's some barnacles you have to scrape off the bottom of the ship. And those are the people that just suck on to your success train so that they can get, and sometimes, and this is my testimony, you gotta take 2 and 3 steps back so you can move forward. Here's my truth and my transparency. But I'm going to tell you how my ancestors is gangster. I had no money to leave New York. Zero. My ancestors, hey Sarah, my ancestors are so gangster. I was able to sell enough oils within 4 days to get out of New York and to Florida. I'm here now, right? Had interviews, things seem to be going well, and then my check stopped from my other job, right? And the average person would go, oh, I messed up, I shouldn't have left, and blah, blah, blah. I got a job up there, why did I leave, why did I leave? And today, realizing that guess what? I may have to get a cash assistant and a few food stamp or 2 till I get a job. But guess what else? 2 steps back, 4 steps forward. When you are throwing an arrow, you pull it back so that you can release it. And the greater the pullback, the further the distance. Absolutely. In order to receive, you have to be a giver. You give. It's the law of reciprocity. That's why I tell some people sometimes, understand something. I get on here every day. There's some days that I don't get no donations. None. And every day I sit down with my book. And for those of you who missed it, I went over my God letter for today. Because guess what? I'm not telling you guys to do anything that I'm not doing. I'm not telling you guys to do nothing I'm not doing. I see you, Jessica. I got you. And you're right, Caprice. God will always provide. Your God self. Because you and I are a verse. We are the universe. I am universe. You are universe. We all work in the auspice of the universe. So much is available to us. But guess why we don't get our stuff as much as we want to? Because already in our head, we have made a decision that this may not work. And we think seeds of thought. And our higher self, which is not judgmental, doesn't say, no, girl, or no, boy, what are you doing? No, man. Hi, Miss Hunter. They think higher. Higher self does not make judgment calls. It knows the best thing for you, but it honors you in your present state to make a decision. It allows you to be in the driver's seat. Hey, Audrey. Hi, Audrey. It allows you to be in the driver's seat so that you can make the choices. And it's a gentleman and it's a lady and it's not going to press upon you the best thing when you already have made up your mind. Here's my truth, right? Transparency. And I hope y'all talk back to me today because I'm being hella transparent and ain't nobody telling their stories. Transparency. I know why my business hasn't picked up yet. And this is what I'm going to sit at my altar today and ask Spirit to remove from me and my higher self to concentrate on for me. Photos of my product. I know my photos are great. I have been paying for website space. All I got to do is take the pictures and list the product. But there's a disconnect right now from my photography to the product. Caprice, I do not know why. I do not know why. The crazy thing is, I've had so many people buy my products, right? So many people. I've got inboxes. You can go right to my page. You could either go to Geechee Gal Roots Crystal, or you can go to Renee Michelle. I have a Renee Michelle page and schedule a reading there, and I can give you a private reading. So I know I need to do this stuff. I mean, and call me crazy. Some of you guys are on the line that have received my products. Do you like them? Tell people now. Please help a sister out. Did you like my products? I had people that told me, like I had a young lady, many people have gotten jobs off my Richie Rich oil. Many people have gotten, I got a customer that got a car from the My Way oil. I got a girl who used my Universal Abundance Ritual Oil and got extra money more than she was supposed to get from a settlement. I got people who got all kinds of stuff that happened because the oil does what it says. I really wish I could show y'all my ancestor altar. Because as I make oil or whatever products, even if it's soap, it goes on my altar. So it's charged by the time it gets to you. Hey, Walter. And thank you, Caprice, so much. And the only issue I'm having, I cannot seem to get my products together so that I could take the pictures and upload the pictures onto my website. Because I know a lot of people want to order my stuff, but right now they got to inbox me. I send them an invoice. It's not totally unprofessional. I send them an invoice, they pay it, then I mail it. But people don't want to always have to speak to you. Sometimes people want to just go click. Crystal, didn't I just say, girl? Make sure you on the Geechee Gal Roots. Because Geechee Gullah Rooted doesn't have it where you can book. Geechee Gal Roots does. Hey, Derek. You know, so even I, who has done the work and is pretty connected with her God self. Oh, thank you. So I'm so glad you use the Abundance Ritual Oil every day. Because guess what? Some of my stuff, I be using it. So look for the appointments, Crystal. Look for the appointments. You book it. You pay it through Cash App. Pay for it through Cash App, and I will confirm for you the appointment once it's paid for. Yeah, but even the stuff that I use myself, like I've got my GODself oil, and Spirit told me to anoint myself with this one this morning. This is a meditation oil, right? But every now and then, Spirit will have you do something different, right? And said, anoint yourself before you go out today. Hey, Yanza, Mambo Yanza. And I did that. And my steps were ordered, Caprice. You know, even look at how I've come up from where I used to be. This is my product. Let me show you guys. That's my booty scrub. Mine. Looking official. I mailed out 2 today. Caprice said, write the vision, take a blank check, make it out for the amount you want to make before end of the year. I'll touch and agree with you. Business is my middle name. Yes! Hallelujah! You know what I'm going to manifest? I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Because guess what? Whether y'all go back and forth with me or not, I'm going to tell you what Spirit has been working on me with. So, like I said, I've been having problems taking these pictures and doing the website because it's not really my thing. I tried to get my son to do it because he's really a techie, and he looked at me. He said, "Mom, just pay somebody $200 to get it done." How do you explain to children? I ain't got $200. I can't say money don't grow on trees. That's a lie because money is made out of cotton, so it definitely grows on trees. But I don't have it right now. So, you know what I'm going to manifest? I'm going to manifest some barter system shit. I'm going to manifest somebody who will either do my website for unlimited products for like a season, maybe a month of unlimited products, or I'm going to manifest somebody who will do my website and then I could pay them afterward. Because anything is possible. I know it's possible. So I'm just grateful for the ability to connect with my higher self to ask for that which I need. This is what this is about, guys. And guess what I'm doing right now? You see how we're doing the GODself ritual? Amen, Caprice. You see how we're doing this GODself ritual? I am now working on a GODself journal. It's a journal where you can go through it and do the exercises and pull out all that stuff. Because guess what? Everybody ain't ready to expose themselves online. Here's what I learned. I learned through exposing myself online that I helped other people. I remember when I had my show, I just saw your appointment request. You should have my Cash App, Crystal. If you don't, you can go to the top of this live and go to the Cash App and send in your money for your private reading, and then we'll take care of that. Yeah, so here's what I learned. I had a show a couple of years ago. I think it started in 2005. I was on my own radio show, and it was called The Living Room. And I had my poetry name. No, it doesn't lead you to Cash App. What I'm telling you is if you come out of this live right now and you can click, my Cash App is at the top. Or if somebody wants to pull it down for Crystal and just add the Cash App so she can click the app, it doesn't lead. Girl, I keep telling you, I ain't got a website yet. Everything is me. I'm working by myself. So, but you just gave me a great idea. I'm going to go to my page and list my Cash App and PayPal. So that way, when anybody needs to do anything, they can just click the Cash App and PayPal and go ahead and do that. But you can definitely go to the top of this live, click on it, take care of it, and I will give you your reading. But working on a GODself journal so that you can work through your issues and also revisit it. So when I was on Block Talk Radio, I was doing poetry and teaching poetry readings and stuff. And I shared with people that I had written 2 books. Yes, I have written 2 books and they're on Amazon. And I will show them to you as soon as I move into my own place and I have all of my stuff unpacked. And what was great about it was, let me see. What was great about it is that I really pushed myself and wrote my truth, like about being raped and molested and different things like that. And it wasn't easy, right? And because it wasn't easy, thank you, Mambo Yanza. Because it wasn't easy, didn't mean it wasn't necessary. So one of my listeners, who is one of my best friends today, oh my God, I love her so much. She told me, she called me, we become friends, and she said, I just got your book. I said, oh, okay, thank you. I said, well, tell me what you think of it. She said, I finished reading it. I said, already? She said, yeah, I read it a few times. She said 3 or 4 times she had read it. And I said, really? She said, yes, I read everything. From your birth to your rape trauma. And, hold on. Yeah. As soon as it pops up that you paid, I will lock in your appointment. I was just about to, got it. Okay, so let me see about your appointment. I'm doing this while I'm doing a live. I shouldn't be doing that. Give me a second, Crystal. Oh, that's perfect. So you are confirmed. There you go. So, she said from your birth to your rape trauma, and she began to cry. And she said, I want to thank God for you because I thought no one could understand how I felt or how I was feeling. Apparently, she had gone through her own molestation and trauma and different things in her life. I won't divulge what it was, and I won't divulge who she was. But my pain helped to release her pain. So if any of my story, if any of my story helps you to get through your story, through your dialogue, then it's all worth it. Because guess what? Not telling our story kind of leaves us isolated. So Caprice, real story, I asked God Thursday, want to buy 4 homes for my birthday, fix up and rent out. I sold into someone today. 5 hours later, received the email. Money's been shipped. I have crazy faith. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we are doing the work. How are you? Let me ask you, because you guys tonight are really responsive. How are your God letters going? Have you had any movement or growth since you have had or been on these God letters? Have you felt any changes or any differences in your life? I got a few of you on here, so I'm really, really interested in knowing if things have been beneficial for you since you started. Do share, please. And yes, Crystal, I hope you saw that I locked in your appointment. Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing I love, let me just share this, and I shared it at the beginning of the live. I talked about Derica. Let me tell you about another hero that I don't know if she knows that I think of her as a hero, but I'm going to celebrate her today on her birthday. Caprice, honey. The thing I love about Caprice is she is so connected with her God self in the universe. And here's what she and I share in common. Yeah, you didn't get your card? I read you, Caprice. I am reading tonight. I read you earlier, girl. What I love about Caprice is that she does not, it's not an issue for her to sow into others. And I don't just mean me. I mean, I've just watched her do for others selflessly, unbelievably. What I loved about her is when she went through a situation, she's not so jaded that she can't say, help. I need help. I need assistance. And I think that that is powerful. One thing Spirit did give me is doing group counseling. And I'm going to do a poll at one point on my regular page and on my other pages just to see who's interested in doing a trauma group. Yeah, Caprice, I gave you a reading. I did. What did I say? This was your card. You do you. Stop trying to change other people. That shit never works. And what I said to you extensively, I'll say it a little shorter this time, was you are starting to reach levels of ascension. Spirit is about to move things in your life, and you're the kind of person like, okay, I'm finally getting what I want to get. Come on, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it in. And other people can't do that because, like Nipsey Hussle said, smaller circle gets smaller, everybody can't go. And that's exactly what I said. Yeah. So Things are changing and you're ascending. Is there anybody else who wants a reading tonight? And if you guys want, you could definitely hit my Cash App or, you see. And in your reading earlier, I said these folks are like barnacles on the bottom of your ship. Sometimes you got to scuba dive underneath and break them suckers off. Because there's always going to be somebody who's along for the ride and ain't putting no gas in the car. Aw, God bless you. And know this. Today I pulled back the arrow. Let me tell you how good my ancestors are. So I got into the place, and the woman that helped me at the DMV, when I started telling my story and how I came and where I came, and she told me that our stories were identical. And she immediately gave me her number. And she talked about, listen, I know a lot of places that you can vend for $15 and sell all your stuff. What? She started just giving me information. And then she said to me, did you apply for social services? For public assistance? I said, no, I'm a worker. Like, I need a job. She said, girl, why? Everybody get it down here, including people who work. I said, for real? She said, yeah. She said, go and sign up for it. So I called, got somebody on the phone. My ancestors sent me somebody else, and they were like, girl, I said, I'm sorry, I'm used to working. They said, girl, if you paid taxes, you've worked all your life. You need this help. You deserve this help. Go get that help. My ancestors lined it up. My higher self was sitting there, catching it, receiving it. Keeping your eye on the prize. Sometimes you got to pull back all the time. You got to be prepared to pull the arrow back so that you can release. Hey, Melly, you got to be able to lose some so you can win a lot. If you try to grip sand in your fist, it's going to always run out through your fingers. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. And when you can do that, Caprice, I love you like cooked food, girl. I really do. Really do. And I call over your life right now. Every door be commanded open unto you. I pray over your life an Exodus 3:8 blessing. Exodus 3:8 talks about that God would send them into a land filled with milk and honey. And that's what I'm praying for you. Milk and honey, milk and honey, milk and honey. And guys, I'm so grateful for all of you guys today. Listen, if you have any trouble at all with your, if you have any trouble at all with your God letters, or if you have any trouble or questions or whatever, please, I'm here and available to you. This is my path. I am a healer. I am a spiritual therapist, if you will, with licensing to counsel you. So on both pages, on my Geechee Gal Roots page and on my Renee Michelle page, you can book readings, you can book counseling. I do marriages, I do house blessings, I baptize people in the river. I do a lot of work spiritually. I also am in the process of creating a customer altar because everybody can't have an altar up in their home. Still making stuff. And Caprice, I'm going to take you up on that offer. I'm going to write the vision. I think I'm going to make a vision board. I haven't done that in a long time. I'm going to do that and touch and agree with you so we can make it manifest. Guys, I'm so grateful for you guys tonight. So you need to decide what you're playing. Checkers or chess, checkers or chess. Some things require you to play chess. Some things and situations you have to have the know-how. You have to study to show yourself approved so you know how to move so other people don't always know your strategy. And other times, you got to know when to play checkers because sometimes you can outsmart yourself trying to be so smart. Sometimes you just got to learn to hop and take the man. Does anybody else need a reading tonight? I never even picked up the Ascended Masters cards, but I definitely... Caprice, believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land, but choose bravely. So there are some people in your life, you kind of know the truth. I have faced this myself just recently. I knew the truth about certain people. I acted like I didn't know the truth about certain people. And guess what? It kind of backfired on me because I tried to ignore that. So Spirit is telling you to be alert. Absolutely, Jim. And if anybody else needs a reading before I go off, let me know. If you feel like giving a donation, my Cash App is up. My PayPal is up. And I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for all of you. Ooh, Jim. Fucking apologize. Sincerely, seriously, just do it. So this card came up for you because apparently something you have said or done without intention, because I don't feel like you did it by intention. I feel it's just your way, hurt someone's feelings. So if you have a relationship where the dynamic has changed, Spirit is saying to evaluate that. Because if you evaluate that and you go back, there has been a shift. If it has not happened, hi Desiree. Crystal, no, we got to keep the appointment you have for tomorrow. Whenever I do a live, after a live, because the energy is pulling, what I do is I do a reading. Hi Danielle, I do readings on different people and on everybody. So it pulls my energy real low, so I would never do a reading after a live. But getting back to Jim, if it has not happened already, it's about to happen. Have you noticed that a relationship in your life, the dynamic has changed? Maybe the conversation has changed. So Spirit is saying that sometimes we got to own up to our truth. We got to own up to sometimes that people don't see things the way that we do. But it's going to be a learning moment for both you and the other person. Pretty Danielle. Girl, I wish you was here. I was just saying to somebody, I was just saying in the live that I'm having a problem taking the pictures of my products. And I know you're a photographer too. Ain't that something? I'm a photographer as well. But I'm having problems taking pictures of my own products. Because they need to go on the website. So, does anybody else want a reading or a card before I get off? Because I want to make sure that everyone is taken care of tonight. I'm so grateful for you guys. Oh, you guys are awesome, 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 awesome sauce. Checkers or chess. Don't forget to write your letters tonight. Don't forget to connect to your God self. If you're just getting on the live, make sure that you watch the live tonight. I think I'm going to go live a little bit later tomorrow. I'll let you guys know depending upon how I feel, because 7 o'clock, I know, girl. Crystal, there's only one card per person. So if you have already had a card for the night, there's only one card per person, unless the person paid the 1111 or whatever the donation is for tonight. So guys, I want to thank you. I want to bless you and let you know that I am meditating for you, praying for you, lifting you up, and sending you definite blessings. So I will talk to you guys on tomorrow night's live. 21 days, 21 letters for connecting to your God self. Good night, guys. Love you much.